Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah is hoping that the number of daily new COVID-19 cases in Malaysia will stabilise within the next 2 weeks. This as the country's new daily cases dropped to 3,048 from the 3,346 reported yesterday, marking the lowest daily figure reported in 10 days. Speaking to reporters in a virtual media briefing today, Dr. Noor Hisham said that the rate of infectivity was down to 1.06 from a high of 1.2 and expressed hope that the rate will continue to fall and eventually hit below 1, with Malaysia avoiding spikes in new cases in 2 weeks' time. Earlier, the health DG said he was saddened that the end is nowhere near to be seen after exactly 1 year since the virus was first detected in Malaysia. He urged everyone to stay united and play their part in helping break the chain of COVID-19 transmission. As of today, Malaysia has recorded a total of 186,849 cases. The number of current patients stands at 41,076. There were 11 new deaths, bringing the toll to 689. As fears of another national full-scale lockdown rise, the Federation of Malaysian Manufacturers has called on the industry to play its part by taking additional proactive and preventive measures at workplaces and living quarters of employees in order to contain the rapid spread of the COVID-19 outbreak. The organization's president, Tan Sri Saw Tian Lai, warned in a statement today that the business sector may not survive another strict lockdown and said that the pandemic must be managed effectively in order to swiftly break the chain of infections. The Federation also expressed concern at the alarming update that about 30% of the current active COVID-19 clusters are from the manufacturing sector. FMM also called on the government to continue supporting the industry by facilitating all employers as they work to comply with the requirements set by the authorities. For instance, it is appealing to Putrajaya to agree to subsidize the cost of RTK antigen test kits so that employers can complete the mandatory screening quickly, ensure clinics adhere to the gazetted costs of tests for all, including foreign workers, and make sure lab capacity is sufficient to deliver timely test results. Rubber glove giant Hartalega Holdings saw third quarter FY21 net profit skyrocket by 725.9% to a record 1 billion ringgit from 121.27 million ringgit in the previous corresponding period. Quarter on quarter, it was up nearly 84% from 544.96 million ringgit. Meanwhile, revenue soared to 2.13 billion ringgit from 796.55 million ringgit in the previous fiscal year. It was 58.2% higher against 1.35 billion ringgit in the second quarter of FY21. The glove maker declared a second interim dividend of 9.65 sen, up from 1.8 sen previously. This brings the cumulative dividend payout for the 9 months ended December 31st, 2020 to 15.6 sen versus the 5.5 sen registered in the first 9 months of FY19. In a statement today, Hartalega attributed the performance to significantly higher sales revenue, stemming from increases in both sales volume as well as average selling price. The brisk sales boosted its cash pile to 2.14 billion ringgit. Looking ahead, CEO Kwan Moon Leong said, given the impact of the pandemic, demand will continue to increase and outstrip supply for the next few years. This will be due to a strong uptick in glove usage, particularly in emerging markets. Integrated health supplement company Bioalpha Holdings says its unit has inked an MOU with Malaysia's largest vaccine distributor, Zuellig Pharma, to facilitate the importation, warehousing and dispensing of the COVID-19 vaccine in the country. In a filing with Bursa Malaysia, Bioalpha said The MOU will be effective from January 22nd and is subject to approval from the relevant authorities, including the Health Ministry and the National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency. Under the terms of the MOU, subsidiary Bioalpha International will be responsible for the shipment of the vaccine to Malaysia. Zulik Pharma will be in charge of importation upon arrival, warehousing, inventory management, picking, packing, delivering to customers, collection, and credit risk assumption. In a separate press statement, Bioalpha said its unit has also entered into an agreement with Shanghai Bukun Trading Co. for the procurement and distribution of vaccines in Malaysia, including but not limited to the Covid-19 vaccine developed by Sinovac Biotech Co., subject to relevant authorities' approvals. Under the agreement, it will buy an initial 100,000 doses from the Chinese biopharma company, while subsequent orders can go up to 1 million doses. The vaccines will be purchased on a ready-to-administer basis, which will not require further fill and finished processing. The agreement is effective from January 25, 2021 and will remain in force for a period of 2 years. Bintaikinden Corp is teaming up with ASX-listed International Equities Corp to jointly undertake 2 mixed property development and management projects with healthcare facilities and wellness services in Malacca and Penang. Bintaikinden will take the lead in the project, to be developed on 2 parcels of freehold land, spanning a total of 2.16 hectares with an estimated GDV of 470 million ringgit. International Equities will provide technical consultation, planning, design, development and other services to assist Bintaikinden in developing and promoting the project. Bintaikinden Managing Director Ong Chun Lui says the collaboration will enable it to leverage on International Equities' experience and expertise to accelerate its property development projects in various local, regional and international market segments. The company announced its intention to diversify into property development and management last week, barely 6 months after venturing into the business of distributing COVID-19 vaccines.